What's up, Rorian? How's it going? Double visions.
What? Where am I?
Ha.
Ah, Citizen Plus? Citizen Plus! Ah! Someone's locked up all my stuff. I'll never get that combination on my own.
Make sure the McFly boy is prepped for his Citizen Plus
Yeah,
treatment
it
by the
is
time I
Telltale.
finish with my husband.
How is Citizen Brown?
I'm afraid it's worse than we imagined. He's gone completely antisocial.
Darn.
We're using every tool at our disposal to snap him out of it. But I fear that nothing short of a complete personality rebuild will bring
Yeah, it's
our
been pretty
leader
good so
back
far.
to
This is
us.
episode 4.
It's all McFly's fault.
Unbelievable, isn't it? One teenage hooligan has brought Hill Valley to the brink of ruin. Ah, well. Let me know when he's ready. I'll be tending to Citizen Brown.
JP one.
I gotta get out of here and rescue Doc.
Martin?
Ah, Dad, is that you?
Who else would it be?
Where are you?
Back in the garage. What are you doing in the Citizen Plus ward?
Edna threw me in here.
She can't do that to my son. How can I help?
Know anything about cracking combination locks?
Sorry, son. I'm more of a peeping Tom than a safecracker.
Not that I'm not happy that you're here, but why are you here?
I'm looking for your mother.
Mom?
After you left, she and I had a big old fight and, well, she went and signed herself up for a full battery of Citizen Plus treatments.
Didn't you tell her about Biff?
I tried. You know your mother. Once she puts her mind to something, she's a regular force of nature.
I figure that if I can just find her, maybe I can talk her out of this foolishness.
Dad, those Citizen Plus watches are gonna turn everyone in Hill Valley into robots, starting with Citizen Brown.
I always suspected digital watches were evil.
It's not the watches, Dad, it's Edna. She's completely lost it.
Citizen Edna's
Yeah,
crazy?
it is.
Oh, that's not good. Although it would explain a lot.
Like, have you seen any of the other Back to the Future ones? Okay, I think they're still up on my thing, but basically the gist is the DeLorean arrives out of nowhere. You go back to 1931 to find Doc in prison. You help young Doc build a rocket-powered drill to break original Doc out of prison. You fight Kid Tannen, who is Biff's dad and a gangster. Well, in the process of doing so, your grandfather gets killed. So in episode 2, you go back, save your grandpa, but you find out that telling him to get out of town changed future, so the Tannins run town as a mob town. So you go back in time again, and using a lot of trickery, you capture Kid Tannen, but in the process of that, Doc Brown ends up in a relationship with the sister of the principal, who is a major, like, hooliganism, blah, 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 way of life, blah, blah, blah person. And so it creates this dystopia where it's like a police state, which is the third game. Trying to get to talk to Doc Brown and try to convince him to go back. Try to help you fix the time machine which broke when you landed. And this is the fourth game, where Edna has captured Doc Brown and you and put them in this brainwashing facility.
So, have you found Mom yet?
Not yet.
You wouldn't believe how many cameras they've got around here.
there any way you could help me escape this loony bin?
What did you have in mind?
I don't know. Maybe override the security systems or something.
Override the what? Son, this isn't a science fiction movie.
It's nice that you're concerned about Mom, but couldn't you come down here yourself?
Oh, I couldn't do that. I'm probably in enough trouble with the authorities already.
No, I think it's better for everyone if I stay here in my garage with my televisions and cameras.
Stay close, Dad.
I'm as close as I can get, Martin.
That's not very relaxing.
Let's see, anything around here I can use?
Hello?
What?
Why is all my stuff locked in a cage?
In order to ensure that Citizen Plus patients don't injure themselves, their belongings are placed in a locked box until the completion of their Citizen Plus treatment.
Injure themselves?
It's a very intensive process. Some people can't handle it.
Can I take a look at my stuff for a second?
Why?
I want to make sure my guitar neck isn't getting bent.
What?
Come on, man. My parents spent a fortune on that thing.
Fine. Back away from the door, sir.
Back away from the door, sir.
There. How's the guitar?
I guess it's okay.
Good.
I'll never get that combination on my own.
Quick summary. Help. You were here for one of them. I don't know if it was two. I think it was two. You weren't here for the first one, I think. But two is you help capture Kid Tannen, who's Biff's dad and a mobster. And in the process of doing so, Doc Brown and Edna end up in a relationship. Episode 3 is you go back to the future and you find out that that relationship has caused Hill Valley to become like a police state where like Biff is brainwashed and your dad watches the camera security systems all over the town. Jennifer is a punk rocker chick. And at the end you have a confrontation where Edna erases the tapes from your dad and you break Biff's brainwashing and convince Doc Brown that this is a wrong timeline. But at the end of that, Edna captures you and Doc Brown, and you're in the brainwashing facility at the start of the fourth one.
Doc. Dad.
How can I help, son?
Yeah, it's not bad.
I tried to peek over the guard's shoulder to get the combination, but he's too tall.
Over his shoulder? Hold on.
What?
I may have it on tape.
Zoom, enhance. Zoom, enhance. Ha!
Fucking
What?
magic.
The camera was high enough to see over his shoulder.
Nice work, Dad.
The combination is 2 left, 8 right, 18 left, 32 right.
All right.
Hey, your guitar! I'm sorry I tried to throw it out.
Yeah, the guitar's pretty cool, but
Yeah,
this
Rorian.
is what I care about.
No fair making your dad all misty, son.
Hello?
What now?
Hey, could you get me a burger or something? The only food I've had today is a tofu dog.
Regrettably, sir, the rigors of the Citizen Plus treatment require you to begin the process with an empty stomach.
Okay, let's see. I think I have to shove him in there, probably.
Can I take another look at my stuff?
No.
No. Damn it.
Get me out of here.
Sorry, sir, but Citizen Plus patients aren't allowed to exit their waiting rooms until the Citizen Plus treatment chamber has been suitably prepped for their procedure.
You can't keep me in here. It's against the law.
When you signed your Citizen Plus treatment agreement, you gave the Citizen Plus ward legal approval to incarcerate you until the completion of your Citizen Plus treatment.
I didn't sign anything.
Of course you did, sir. Citizen Edna handed me the paperwork herself.
Of course she did. I don't suppose you believe me if I told you that Edna forged my signature?
That's a good one, sir.
Can I take another look at my stuff?
No.
Damn it.
Hey, let me out! Dad,
How can I help, son?
is there any way you can help me escape this loony bin?
What did you have in mind?
I don't know. Maybe override the security systems or something.
Override the what? Son, this isn't a science fiction movie.
So, have you found Mom yet?
Not yet.
You wouldn't believe how many cameras they've got around here.
Dad, I know this is a lot to accept, but I've got to rescue Citizen Brown so that we can go back in time and stop him from ever marrying Edna in the first place.
You're right, son. That is a lot to accept. So let's forget you ever said it. Just concentrate on getting you out of there.
Yeah, maybe that's for the best.
Okay.
Stay close, Dad.
I'm as close as I can get, Martin.
I don't think a picture of my dad would be useful here. Nah. I don't think so.
Uses the guitar.
Whoa. I don't think a picture of my dad would be useful here. Jen? Hey, Jennifer! I gotta get her attention. I can't plug my guitar into that. Playing my guitar over the speaker is going to attract a lot of attention. I should wait until I've got the right audience. Maybe not. Dad,
How can I help, son?
could you let me talk to Jennifer?
Jennifer Parker?
Yeah, she's in the room next door.
Let's see, that'd be waiting.
You're all patched in, son. Jennifer.
Martin, is that you? Where are you?
I'm over here, in the camera.
Oh, Martin, aren't you in enough trouble already?
Trouble? Jen, what are you talking about?
You know, with all the drinking and the PDA.
Jennifer, what's wrong with you? You sound strange.
I used to be strange, Martin, but thanks to my first Citizen Plus treatment, I'm well on my way to becoming an average, well-adjusted teenager.
Citizen Plus. Oh no, Jen, not you too. So, what was your Citizen Plus treatment like anyway?
Well, that's weird. I don't really remember. Must be a side effect of the treatments.
How'd you wind up in the Citizen Plus program anyway?
My dad signed me up, and it's a good thing, too. I was completely out of control.
I kinda liked it. Why's your door open?
Now that I'm finished with my Citizen Plus treatment, I'm free to go whenever I want. I'm just waiting for the nice guard to escort me out.
Hey, do you know what time it is?
No.
Didn't they give you some kind of digital watch when you were done with all that brainwashing?
The Citizen Plus watch? I won't get one of those for another 5 or 6 treatments.
Rats. Jen, this whole Citizen Plus thing is a scam. Edna's using it to take control of everyone in Hill Valley, including her husband.
You know, Citizen Edna told me you were having paranoid delusions, but I had no idea.
Jen, snap out of it. This isn't the real you. I mean, it's kind of like the real you, but not like the real you in this timeline.
Wow, that's...
I know, it sounds crazy.
I'd never call you crazy, Martin. You're just sick. I should know. I used to be sick, too. But now, I never want to spray paint a Buick or listen to rock music ever again.
Okay.
Could you hang around for a few minutes? It's nice to have someone to talk to.
I'll be here until the guard comes for me. Then I'll really have to tell him about how you're hijacking the cameras.
Oh, come on. Don't be a narc.
I'm not a narc. I'm a good citizen.
Uh-huh. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this now. Thank you. Bye-bye. Scottbox. There's an auxiliary in.
Okay, Jane, here's a little something I think you're gonna like. At least, I hope you still do.
Martin?
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Martin? What are you doing?
What's going on here?
I have no idea, sir. I was minding my own business when all of a sudden a horrible noise started coming out of that camera.
Well, that's not right.
Yeah, well, neither is No one scrambles my brain. You hear me?
Well,
no
at
one.
the end of the last one, Rory,
I'm
you found out the
Jennifer
mind control could be
Parker,
broken
rock
by
and
people,
roller.
by just
Oh, yeah.
showing
right.
them or making them hear stuff that they've already heard. Or the stuff that they're being broken out of.
Yeah, Jen.
No time for small talk, McFly. We need to get you disguised so we can walk out of here. Calvin Klein underwear? Really?
There. How do I look?
A little short for a stormtrooper, but it'll have to do. Come on!
References.
Dad? Dad?
Okay, Hotshot, what's next?
Now we rescue Citizen Brown, get the hell out of here, and get things back to the way they're supposed to be.
Whatever, just as long as I get to break some stuff. I've got a lot of pent-up hostility right now, you know?
Miss Parker,
What the?
Yeah.
I'm here to escort you to the lobby. Your father's waiting for you.
Can he wait? I was hoping that this attractive young man could take me on a tour of the facilities.
I'm afraid I really must insist, miss.
Relax, Jennifer. I've got everything under control.
Really?
Really.
Okay then. First.
What was that for?
For saving me, dummy. Let's go, officer.
You know, I'm probably gonna have to write you up for a PDA violation.
Don't bite me.
What?
What?
Rock and roll.
Can I have some of that? Feels like I haven't eaten in years.
No, that's tannins. He's not allowed to eat it until he's taken his pacification pill. We tried to give it to him an hour ago, but he still hasn't swallowed it.
Let me try.
I can be pretty persuasive.
No.
No. Okay, so I have to get the pacification pill and put it in the soda.
Wow, They've really got this door locked up tight. I wonder what sick freak they've got in here. Ah! I should have known. Hi, Biff. Looks like your intercom's busted. Just as well. It'd probably be just a bunch of swearing and mixed metaphors anyway. Hey, Biff. Guess who your guard is? Peekaboo! Want out of here, big guy? Guess they don't work. The guard says I'm not supposed to give you any food until you swallow your pill.
Don't worry, Emmett.
I almost feel sorry for the poor guy. Almost.
And oldie but a goodie.
Hi, Biff. Come on, Biff, just swallow your pill. Oh, Biff spit.
Hey, is that a public display of affection over there?
What? Sorry, it was just a shadow. Stop goofing around and get back to work.
Yes, sir.
Jeez, what have they been feeding Biff? Horse tranquilizers?
You, God!
Who, me?
I mean, me?
Yes, you. As you can see, that slacker of a technician is sleeping on the job again. Please be a dear and tend to the Citizen Plus control panel, will you?
Sure.
Okay, Doc, I'm in. Now, how do I get you out of here without turning you into a vegetable?
What are you doing over there, citizen?
Jeez, where's the off button on this thing? Hey, an equalizer. At least, I think it's an equalizer.
Oh!
Volume. Finally, a word I can understand. Okay, that moved him a few inches. Maybe I can blast him right out the door. Tactile.
Nope.
sorry.
Hit him at random.
Just let it go, Emmett. When you wake up, you'll be a whole...
Optics.
Whoa.
I guess the speakers won't push him any further until I hook it up to a really big sound.
Okay.
I can't plug my guitar into that.
Let's see, I don't see...
Olfactory? I think I know what that means.
Smell.
What the?
Looks like the aroma tanks have clogged themselves again.
Oh, thank you. I hadn't noticed that. Come on, make yourself useful.
Sweet.
I'm sorry about the delay, dear. This'd go a lot easier if you just gave up this madness about time machines and altering the past. You should concentrate on the future.
There is no future for us.
You won't think that in a few more hours.
And please, think about the consequences of your actions.
Me?
Gastrosensory.
Yeah, they got Christopher Lloyd back for the doc.
Where's Martin?
Don't worry, dear. After we're done repairing your damaged mind, we'll fix young Mr. McFly, too.
There's no Jack.
Hmm.
It's jammed.
When did I lose control?
Oh, dearest, you never had.
Jack. Sibilance. Sibilance.
What was that? Did you hear something?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I could have sworn I heard some of that rock and or roll music.
Rock and or roll.
Needs more volume.
You'll never get away with this.
I've gotten away with this for years, Emmett. You've just been too distracted by the little gadgets and gizmos I've thrown your way to notice.
Volume slider all the way up. Thank you.
I guess the speakers won't push him any further until I hook it up to a really big sound.
Not.
Hey, Doc, let's get ready to blow this joint.
What was that? You! What are you doing?
Get my friend out of here, you nutcase.
No.
Okay,
That was a
a little less dramatic than I had expected. Whoa, whoa. Let's go, Your Honor.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
And you! My hands!
Attention citizens. This is an Omega-1 priority alert. Potentially disruptive nonconformists are loose in the courthouse. Please return to your homes until the situation has been resolved. Have a nice day.
What the heck was Edna doing to you back there?
She was trying to rebuild my personality from the ground up, erasing the parts she didn't like.
Harsh. Hey,
Harsh.
it's my mom. Hey,
Don't talk to her. She could give us away.
no offense, Your Honor, but why'd you marry Edna anyway? She's kind of crazy.
Yes, now. But back when we were first dating, her madness was tempered by an ironclad sense of right and wrong. At least, that's how it seemed to me at the time.
Shouldn't we go help?
Once we go back and change history, none of this will ever happen.
I guess. What do we do now?
Now we wait for the guards to clear out so we can make a break for your time machine.
All right, Dad.
No, it's not the one. It's a different girl. It's a different woman.
Where is the DeLorean anyway?
I had the wreck towed to my secret lab near Clayton Ravine.
Clayton Ravine, as in Clara Clayton?
Why is that significant?
Well, Clara's kind of supposed to be your wife, so yeah.
Fascinating.
Mom, Dad, no!
They'll be fine. Once we repair the time stream, none of this will ever have happened.
I guess you're right.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Great, let's go fix the DeLorean.
I'm afraid I'll have to do that without you, Martin.
What? Why?
Well, from what little I understand of time travel, if you help me rebuild the time machine, your presence in the repair efforts could cause some sort of temporal paradox after we return to 1931.
So what am I supposed to do? Just hang out here in Bizarro Hill Valley until you fix the time machine?
Exactly. But don't worry, if things work out according to plan, you won't even notice I'm gone.
You know, for a second there, you sounded almost as confusing as the real Doc.
See? We're making progress already. See you soon, Martin.
Good luck, Your Honor.
Oh, and you might want to stay off the streets for a few seconds.
Stay off the street. Citizen Brown? Emmett?
He's not coming back, you know.
What are you talking about?
Emmett, without me to guide him, he's almost useless. Before I found him, he was a miserable failure who never finished anything. But with me to inspire him, look at what we've built!
You think you've inspired Doc? I'll have you know that without you, Emmett Brown is destined to build a time-traveling DeLorean and a flying time train.
Preposterous! Emmett couldn't even build a dog feeder without me to guide him.
Yeah, well, he did that, too. Yeah, you've inspired him all right. Inspired him to turn Hill Valley into a bunch of uptight dorks.
I wouldn't expect a delinquent like you to understand.
Not the only inspiration in Doc's life, you know. In my timeline, he married one of the sweetest women of the 19th century.
Sweetness. Yeah. Emmett needs discipline to stay focused. He's so easily distracted.
Okay, Your Honor. Starting to get a little concerned here.
It worked! Ha-ha! 1 second I'm in the present, the next I'm 6 months in the past. Amazing!
6 months? It took you 6 months to repair the time machine?
6 months, my family fortune, and a sketchy deal with a gang of Libyan nationals. But it was all worth it for this moment. Ha-ha!
Emmett, don't do this. You need help.
Oh, blow it out of your exhaust, poor dear. Now that I've escaped into the past, your pack of divorce lawyers can't... Martin, how long have you been waiting for me?
A couple of minutes, maybe?
That's curious. I set the repair time circuits to arrive only a couple of seconds after I left. Oh, well, I'm sure there's no reason concerned. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Here.
What's this?
Clothes for our trip. We can't have you traipsing around 1931 in that ridiculous outfit.
Wait, our trip?
You didn't think I was going to let you erase the worst mistake of my life without my help, did you?
You just called the worst mistake in his life, Edna.
Fine, leave! I'll ruin you, Emmett! I run this town!
Time circuit set for August 26, 1931. You ready to go, Your Honor?
Call me, Doc.
Oh, yeah. Nah, the minor calibration is going to send them, a couple weeks in the future, probably, of where they want to go.
This is where I last saw him. You, teenage you. You were headed this way, arm in arm with Edna.
Luckily, my erstwhile wife was never the type to kiss on a first date. If we work fast and stay focused, we can see to it that our relationship never moves beyond the hand-holding stage. Well, will you look at that? The old town theater.
Uh-huh.
I haven't thought about this place in years. The missus made me tear it down back in '71. Said the movies were corrupting the younger generation. It was all nonsense, of course. I spent countless evenings here in my youth, and it never turned me into a hoodlum. Say, remember Public Enemy? Why, you dirty rat, no good yellow-bellied stool? Never did manage to see Frankenstein, though.
That's what caused the whole problem, remember? We've got to get young you to see Frankenstein.
Right, of course. The film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspiring with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
You've still got no memory of what that notion was?
Well, how could I? It happened in the brain of a different Emmett Brown. An Emmett Brown now erased by the shifting sands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own brain, having lived in it for the past 70-plus years. Once we get my younger self re-inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper... Great Scott, will you look at that?
The town square?
It's just like I remember it, only dirtier.
Only dirtier.
Oh, the old courthouse.
Come on now, Doc, you need to go inside and check it out. First rule of time travel, Doc, never allow your other self to catch sight of you. It can cause reality to collapse or something.
You mean?
Right behind you. Don't peek. Go on. I'll let you know when you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan.
The billions and billions guy?
The suspected arsonist.
Huh?
Just go with it.
Harry! You do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
Oh, you know, here and there. You're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady. You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another.
Marty is Harry Callahan. Even though in the first game I picked Corleone.
Yeah, well, sometimes first impressions are right. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, pshaw. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
The rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked the rocket car.
But...
more trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
Social utility? Since when do you care about...
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
The what?
It was Edna's idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Emmett, I'm a little confused here. What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If Edna catches me dawdling, there'll be heck to pay.
Longer.
Get you around, Callahan.
October 12th. Doc?
Yeah, Edna is disturbed.
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and teenage you is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Oh, worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being. I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna, where can I find her?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
And there's
Do I
Arthur.
really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and...
Oh!
I'll talk to her. You better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All Car of the Future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
Why not?
Car of the future.
Good luck!
Oh.
Spell it B-R-O-W-N. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... Oh,
No, what inspires Emmett is
Mr.
Frankenstein
Callahan, you
and
do pop up at
E.G.
the
Wells'
oddest times. What are you
The
doing
Time
here?
Machine.
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
Yeah, just now, in the town square.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him. So
Puncher.
oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah. Well, you know, those gut instincts are important. If you disliked him right off the bat.
Oh, but I didn't know him then. Now I know him inside and out.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Callahan, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
Hey, Artie.
Officer.
Officer?
Right. Don't blow your cover.
Will you please keep your mind on the task at hand?
Can't talk right now.
Your grandpa thinks you're a G-man.
Well?
I talked to her.
And?
She says she knows what she's looking for, and it's you.
But it can't be me. Wasn't me. Marty, we don't belong together.
You don't have to tell me that.
Find out exactly what her requirements are. I can almost guarantee you that I don't fit them.
Ahem. You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Callahan. You know that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important...
Yes?
Well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain, I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities...
Say, what's your game?
Just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
What the heck is this mental alignment meter of Emmett's?
Oh, it's an absolutely revolutionary invention. Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
Interesting. And it really works?
Well, of course. What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work? Or, anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Hey, Artie. You see my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
Good that Emmett's cheating on her.
Ah, good. You're back. Give me the full report.
She says she likes you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Damn, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind. I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
Any idea what your teenage self is doing right now?
Unless I miss my guess, he's in the garage frantically working on his latest invention and cursing because he can't quite get it to work.
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, no. After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.